they come to me and said, Jacky, can you just do a really nice floral skull by using the Victoria etching? Then I said, okay, let's have a try. So after kind of 2 or 3 days, I came out a really nice piece of artwork, which I didn't know would be so successful in the marketing. So, which is a bit, accident, because I didn't expect, this work to be so famous. So after kind of 2 years, I realized, wow, so many celebrities just wearing my clothes. So that's why this year I really want to do an upgrade version of my original work. So you can see, the one thing I really like my new piece of work, because you can see the different angle and even make the work, more vivid. So it's kind of a really exciting new piece of artwork, and also this work is the main focus, main highlight in my solo show.
Definitely, I think it should be. All of the work that's gone into it is incredible. You're telling me about this kind of 1 month process of designing it. What was that like, that feeling of transferring your ideas onto somebody else to create?
Yeah, it's kind of really hard, because normally, because I have really good feeling of every 2D scenes, and normally I don't have any concept for 3D, but because this work is my, my work, so I feel I had a really good feeling for how to interpret from 2D to 3D. So I talked to my 3D designer 1 month and talked to him, how to move element, maybe close somewhere like 1 centimeter. So every day is really, really hard for me, because I have to explain and, make the sign on, paper. So it's really, really hard for me. But finally, I'm so pleased for the final version of the work, because that's really what I want. Yeah.
I can't wait to see it in real life.
Yeah, definitely you can see. And also I will have the 2D printout for the 3D skull. Will be amazing, because everyone can have a piece.
So what else can we expect to see in the gallery next month?
My versatility of my work, from my really old piece, aesthetic Chinese traditional, work, to a really modern, contemporary, Western solid color artwork. So everything you can expect.
As an artist myself, I'm constantly looking for ways to enhance and expand my own practice. What changes have you seen in your own work over the last 5 years that really made the difference?
Yeah, I think I changed a lot, because normally if you are a successful artist, or if you are an artist, you don't really want to change, because change means you have to take the risk. But I always feel I like challenging myself. That's why I always change the way I present my work. So you can feel it's kind of so many difference in my work. From the really digital work to very feminine hand drawing. So it's all different, because I want to show my versatility to everyone. From crossover to the design side, and also to do my own work, to use the different technique. So I'm always changing. Yeah.
It must have been an amazing experience working with Alexander McQueen. What were the highlights for you there?
The highlight for me there, actually, is not creating something beautiful. It's the attitude, towards the artwork, because every day they're working so hard to make the piece even perfect. So, I think everything there is intense, and sometimes I will feel really pissed because every day I work so late. But when I look back my journey in Anselm McQueen, I feel, I will feel grateful because that's the attitude, towards your work. So it's an amazing experience. Yeah.
Brilliant. Have you noticed any particular developments happening recently for contemporary pattern design? Because you must see things changing in the fashion industry.
Yeah, I think it's more arty. Sorry, because originally people just want kind of floral pattern, but right now people really want to buy a piece of artwork rather than a really deco pattern. So, it's even more challenge for every designer in this, fashion industry, because you have to create any kind of high-level work. So, I think it's a challenge for everyone. Yeah.
Mm. There's objects that appear repeat in your work, like the planes and the parachutes. But then there's also plenty of natural elements, probably relating more to the Eastern culture. Could you talk a little about the motifs that run through your work, the symbolism?
Okay, the flower things, all the natural things represent, Chinese traditional art. So all the, machine, all the, really hard, metal things, high technique, reflect the Western culture. So that's kind of the contrast or the conflict between the Western, hard element and the Chinese soft element. So it's really made the contrast. Yeah.
Definitely. And how has the West influenced your work?
I think it's the Western technique, it's the Western way to present your work, like, Roy Lichtenstein's way, Murakami's way as well. So also I really like the British music. It's kind of all influence on your work. So it's more like the art format influenced me, but in my mind, originally I'm a really traditional Chinese people, so it's really made the contrast. Yeah.
What have you kept any cultural Chinese traditions? Is there anything that stays with you?
Eat Chinese food. Yeah. I think British food is no compared to the Chinese food. Sorry, I have to say that. Even I love Jamie Oliver a lot.
But still.
Yeah. So Chinese food, and also there's so many small habits I can't change because I'm born in Shanghai, China. So differently. I'm different in this city. That's why make my work is different to any other artist. So you can feel the contradictory in my work. So some kind of really modern, Western element and some really traditional, natural Chinese things. So it's kind of really contrast. Yeah.
Nice. you?
Yeah, I've been waiting for this day for almost 5 years. So excited. So it's kind of a really big thing in my life. And also people can see, various work during my past 5 years, which is so good. So you can find out, like 2006 version of Jacky, 2007 version. So it will be nice. I think it should be a group show of different version of Jacky Tsai. Yeah.